forward and come to the front. We have a small room, and we have a small audience, and we wanted to make it as interactive and fun as possible. So also, Amrich, please come forward. There is an entire table here. I don't know what's wrong with this table. It's another entire table here. Joyce, come on. Come forward, please, everyone. Otherwise, we'll come forward ourselves. We'll start here. Is that a good idea? Good. So, welcome, everyone. I lost Elburg. Oh, Elburg is registering herself. So, we are about to start. And if we are already online, are we, Victoria? So welcome to everyone that is online. Thank you for joining us there. And thanks everyone for being here. You all have received a copy of the thesis of the wonderful thesis of Elburg that was defended yesterday. If you haven't, there are more copies here. If you want copy your thesis, everyone grab the copy your thesis, please feel free to grab one yourself. Grab some cookies if you want. I won't, but feel free to eat as many cookies as you want. And I think, Elburg, I think we can start with the session. So my name is Oscar Franco. I'm professor of public health here at UNC Utrecht, and I'm the head of the Department of Global Public Health and Bioethics. And I'm only here to hold the microphone for the first 30 seconds. Because the rest is going to be for the real people who are going to be doing the real work and the real presentations during this symposium. For me, it's just a pleasure and an honor to first thank Victoria and Charlotte, Victoria and Charlotte, for all their support and help in organizing the event. I mean, they've been here since 5 o'clock in the morning or something. Turning on the computers. My God, they take really long to turn on, but they have been doing an amazing job. If anyone deserves a cookie, this ladies, yes. So please, an applause for them. Applause. Thank you. And that's it. Welcome, and I give the word to the person who is really behind everything. And I also like to thank everybody else who's going to be speaking today, because I won't talk to you anymore, but I will just sit and join the discussion. So Elburg, thank you.
Thank you very much. This works, yeah. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you especially to the speakers who are here today to speak. I would like to thank MSF, Médecins Sans Frontières, HelpAge International, Kenniscentrum Global Health, and Julius Center for the co-organization of the symposium. So today we have very exciting speakers to talk about the topic of the healthcare rights and needs of older people in humanitarian crises. And to start us off, I will go quickly, I think, through the program. Oh, sorry, I have to do that myself. Okay, we'll speak, well, first we'll have Amrish Baiju for a welcome word. Then we'll move to Claudia Mahler, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, but she pre-recorded her keynote speech. She's currently in New York speaking at the UN. And then we'll move to Rea Tariq from HelpAge International and Hans van Delden for some bioethical reflections. And then we'll have a little break. Then we'll move to Aisami, who's sitting there on behalf of MSF, Yuka, who will be joining us online, speaking on behalf of WHO, and we'll have a lunch. And then after the lunch, we will go to the next slide. Thanks. Then we'll move with Favila Escobio, also from MSF. And after that, there will be Maria Ketz. There she is, speaking about assistive technology in humanitarian crises. We'll have Bassem, who will be joining us online. And then we'll have Ruth from MSF, who will be here in person talking about Ukraine. And we'll end the day with the panel by Joyce Brown. So all in all, we have an exciting lineup. And we'll go to the next slide. So just all the speakers will talk for about 10 to 15 minutes, and there will be space for probably 1 or 2 questions at the end of each session. But everyone's going to be around also during the breaks, so please find each other, discuss more. Yes, that's what we're here for. We'll also have online participants, and so for the online participants, we would ask to put any questions you may have in the chat. And then Victoria and Charlotte will help read out the questions that's probably going to be easiest. And we'll notify when we're going on break so that the online participants know that as well. And just to know that we'll be recording the sessions for those who couldn't join us today. The camera will not be pointed towards all of you, but only towards the speaker. But also for the online participants to know that if you want to switch off your camera for that reason, please feel free to do so. And then we have, if you look around, you can see that we have beautiful pictures all around, which are pictures that were taken by HelpAge International, and we'll have a few speakers on behalf of HelpAge International today. So I would strongly encourage you to, during the break, go and explore. There's some really powerful testimonies from the people that were photographed. They're depicted in the pictures. Yes, that I hope will also bring some context to everything that we're discussing today. And to start now, we will show a video that is summarizing a bit the thesis that I defended yesterday on the same topic. And the video really came to life because of HelpAge International for the pictures, and then the creative support of Gracia, Louis, and I guess here we go. Yeah.
My name is Manuka. I am 70 years old and live in Pakistan. I want to share my story. I am a farmer, married to my husband Mohammed. I was injured when I slipped in the mud during the floods. We lost our crops and livestock. We left our home in panic, carrying terrible memories. Now we live in tents in front of our damaged house. Before the floods, we were busy farming and lived a decent life. Today, everything is different and difficult. We face food shortages, no medical supplies, and no clean water as the village pipes were destroyed. I had hepatitis from drinking muddy water. No one is helping us. I have 3 sons and 6 grandchildren. They cannot go to school. My husband suffers from anxiety. We are depressed and worried about our losses. My story is not unique. Around the world, millions of older people face crisis. By 2050, 1 in 5 people will be over 60, the majority living in low and middle income countries where humanitarian crises hit hardest. Crises caused by conflict, discrimination, disasters, food insecurity, and disease outbreaks will only grow more complex and protracted in the years to come. And in this crisis, older people are disproportionately affected, yet too often overlooked. Among us, some are even more invisible. Older people with disabilities, older people who identify as LGBTQ, older people with mental health symptoms, older women, older people with infectious diseases such as cholera or Ebola, older people with cancer, older people with sexual and reproductive health needs, older survivors of sexual violence and intimate partner violence, and many, many more. Evidence shows that in humanitarian contexts, older people carry a double disease burden, more often admitted at hospitals for both chronic illnesses and infections. Older women face higher risks, including malaria, diabetes, respiratory tract infections, and high blood pressure. Many older people experience anxiety, physical complaints, and mood-related symptoms. They also face challenges linked to aging, for which mental health services are often not equipped. Displacement, violence, and trauma intensify these struggles, especially for older women. Older adults experience distinct patterns of sexual violence. Assaults against older women are done by multiple unknown armed assailants during survival tasks, such as looking for food or wood. Sexual violence against older men is rarely acknowledged. Disability and displacement make older people even more vulnerable to repeated violence. Why are our needs, experiences, and voices still overlooked? We are overlooked because of ages, because services are not designed with and for us, because our rights are still not protected by a UN convention. Yet, we are not only vulnerable, we are caregivers, we are leaders, we hold memories of past disasters and wisdom for the future. Some call us the living library community. Still, we remain invisible. Only with an intergenerational humanitarian response, one that recognizes us and fosters our dignity and rights, can we truly prevent and address crises. Participate is the future. A framework that includes the following actions. Prepare for humanitarian crisis, including older persons. Address ages in humanitarian health systems and action. Raise capacity of stakeholders for aging inclusive humanitarian health responses. Ask lead organizations to coordinate and ensure the inclusion of older persons in humanitarian health responses. Integrate inclusive, person and community-centered approaches into humanitarian health responses. Cover comprehensive healthcare services, including older persons' health and care needs. Implement disaggregated data collection and analysis by age, sex, and disability. Promote research with older persons and their healthcare needs using participatory, adaptive, and inclusive methods. apply intersectoral approaches to address the diverse needs of older persons, transform current legal frameworks for age-inclusive humanitarian health response, ensure participation of older persons to guarantee accountability of humanitarian actors towards more inclusive humanitarian health responses.
So yes, that's a busy video summarizing a bit of what we discussed yesterday during my thesis defense. I also realized I didn't introduce myself. I'm Elburg. I work as an epidemiology advisor for MSF, Artsen zonder Grenzen. And I was a PhD candidate at the Julius Center.